Hello and welcome back to another slow MtG box opening. Today we are revisiting the world of Hogwarts, Strixhaven. Well, Strixhaven is a magic school in the world of wizards, and if you look at the back of this set boosters, there are 5 schools. You've got Silverquill, College of Eloquence. They weaponize their words. Don't know how they do that. Guess words cut deeper than knives sometimes. You've got Prismari, College of Elemental Arts. Which is it? We've got Witherbloom, College of Life and Death, Golgari, Lorehold, Boris, which is College of Archimancy. So they use history, historical objects in their magic, and Quandrix, they use their mathematicians. So that's anyway, green blue. Simic. So I'm going to open one of these commander decks today. They're a set of 5. So wizards have been experimenting with different kinds of commander products. So for previous sets, they've just released 2 cheaper sets with fewer rares and reprints, and then they do these cycles where they release a set of 5. I think the last one was at Korea. New packaging here. Apparently there's 2 sorts of packaging. One of them, I don't have it with me, but it looks to be a simple, eco-friendly box. And these ones are supposed to be a bit more eco-friendly. If you notice, they've removed the plastic window here. Great, no plastic. At the back here is a strip tear, so let's get into it. This one is probably the most popular in terms of valuable reprints or new cards. So I've got Lorehold Legacies. I'm gonna start opening it now. So the bottom's got a strip tear here. Just pull, comes out across there. So these decks cost about 30-40 bucks US. So let's see how it looks. Got a deck box here at the bottom. I think there are a few bits and pieces. I'll come to that in a second. Just going to pull out this insert, put that aside. So this can be recycled. If you look here, Wizards, it says here, paper, recycle, no plastic. So I think the only plastic's really on the wrap of the cards. So we've got one of your commanders here, which is Ogre the Reconstructor. I guess you could cut this out if you wanted to. Got some tokens here. Got something here. This packaging, I think they've tried to, I think this is a divider. You can't pull it out like this. And I think it serves as a deck divider. So they're trying to reuse as much of the packaging as possible. You may use these punch outs as counters or as victory confetti. Yay! Make a mess. And then you've got a couple of more counters here. Come to that in a second. Now let's look at the deck itself. Here we are, Lorehold Legacies. I guess you can, got the commander on the side, flip it open. Got a little deck divider here because obviously it needs some space for sleeves. Recycle this. Very similar, pull it out here. So what you've got else inside? Oh, I'm missing something maybe? Nope. So you've got the life counter, spin down, little insert about how to play commander, 40 life. If you haven't played the format, fantastic. Great social format, but also competitive as well for some. So usually these things talk about the 3 alternate commanders that are included, the main commander, and the back tell you how to play EDH. Sometimes they tell you how to play the deck in these inserts, but not this one. So I'm going to put these aside. And then here's the only piece of plastic in this set, the wrap for the cards. So there should be a strip tear on the side, a bit hard to find. So I'll just, here, at the back here. I usually tear it from the top, but I can't really find the tear there, so I'll just go from the top here. Don't want to damage the cards though. Here we are. Now what's new in this as well, they've included this kind of cool little cardboard, thick cardboard commander. So you've got the commander here in foil, and you've got this thick foil cardboard thing. It kind of looks almost like an etched foil from Commander Legends. You can see a bit of etching there. Got the magic back, a lot thicker. And then you've also got this one here, which is, I think, just a little bit larger than card. They used to give these oversized cards, but anyway. So I guess this can represent your commander. I think it fits in a normal sleeve. Then you've got the foil version. Really nice bit off center there, the magic symbol. Anyway, so as I'll go through the deck really quickly. Let's see. I had feedback from one of my subscribers about keeping the cards in view, so I'll make a good effort to do that. As with these commander products, there's usually a couple of different alternate commanders that you can use in the same colors, or Boros here. So, Ogre the Reconstructor, Vigilance. It's all about artifacts. One, sacrifice an artifact, instant speed, target creature you control gets +2/+0 to end of turn, or X and tap, which means he can't have summoning sickness. You can exile an artifact with mana cost X from your graveyard, create 2 tokens that are copies of the exiled card, activate only a sorcery. So if you do that for, let's say you've got, you know, a Soul Ring or some sort of mana rock in your yard, you get 2 of them, and so on and so forth. Here we got Alabu, Ancient Witness. Other artifact creatures you control have haste. Whenever one or more artifact creatures you control attack, Alabu Ancient Witness deals X damage to any target, and you scry X, where X is the number of tapped artifacts you control. Pretty good if you can go wide and make lots of tokens. A couple other cards I'll go through. Now these are also been reprinted in Strixhaven. Some of them are full art, like these ones. The new cards are in full art in the collector's packs. You might be able to get full art foil. So you got Angel Ruins. This is a hot new card because white traditionally seems to be the weakest color in EDH. So what white needs to do is ramp as well. So this one, when Archaeomancer's map enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 2 basic plains cards, reveal them, put them in your hand and shuffle. So sort of a white cultivate, except that you put them in your hand. And also further, whenever a land enters the battlefield on your opponent's control, if that player controls more lands than you may put a land card from your hand on their battlefield. That's great. So modern white players rejoice. They've actually got some way to ramp as well. Green traditionally has most of the ramp, but now at least white's got something. We've got a couple of other rares. At the front, Bronze Guardian, Digsite Engineer. I'll call out some of the more popular ones that have been, you know, a bit more popular here. You can see the Strixhaven symbol here. Lorehold Clockwork Scholar. Now, the original art for this actually was sold, I think, for $10,000 or $14,000 in the Magic Art Group. Kind of cool. Everyone loves their elephants. Elephant Artificer. Prevent all combat damage that will be dealt to attacking artifact creatures you control. So you can attack freely. 3 mana, 2/4. Good stats for that cost. Whenever one or more artifact creatures under the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn. Seems more mythic level. Now this is another white card that's got people buzzing. Monologue text. So if you don't already know, Smothering Tithe from Guilds of Ravnica or Ravnica Allegiance is now a $40-$50 card because of EDH play. This is sort of similar but not as powerful. 3 mana enchantment. Whenever an opponent casts a second spell each turn, you create a treasure token. Look at the guy spitting out coins. Full art foil in the collector's packs are worth quite a bit. Alright, we'll see how well it performs, but also another way for white to ramp, also popular. Hold on to that. A couple of good reprints as well. So you've got, I will talk to them about that when I come to that. Got artifact that taps for mana. Cool art in this one. Haste. Layer Blade Reforged. Haste. Whenever she attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card that turn. So a bit of card advantage in red. Similar to sort of light up the stage type effects. Whenever you exile one or more cards from your library and or graveyard, put a +1. So she grows bigger while also helping you get sort of virtual card advantage. Rune Grinder, Weight Blast. Triplicate Titan. Cleansing Nova. This is a reprint. Board wipe, but new art, yeah. Route. Again, another, I think this is a new card. It's a board wipe. You can cast it as though it's flash if you pay 2 more, 5 mana, destroy all creatures. Sun Titans, a reprint. Chain Reaction, I think is new. Combustible Gearhawk, Mythic reprint. Got Durati. He fronted a deck a while ago. He can also be a commander. I think there was Scrap Mastery a couple of sets ago. This is also a reprint that was previously in Durati's, the same Durati deck. You can make a token that's a copy of target creature in your graveyard. So lots of sort of copy graveyard shenanigans. Hellkite, Igniter. Now this is one of the big money reprints in this one. Hellkite Tyrant, fan favorite. Mythic Flying Trample. When it deals damage, combat damage to player, you gain control of all artifact that player controls. So it steals all your player's artifacts, including mana rocks. And also, alternate win con, at the beginning of your upkeep, you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. So if you find a way to go off and create infinite artifacts, you win. A couple other dragons. What's Melted Dragon, Pia Nalar, reprint, Jorkdeen the Prevailer, Bosch Iron Golem Duplicant, this is a reprint, cool original art of Baxa, Kita City reprint, Battlesphere reprint, Scraptroller reprint, lots of rares there. Sculpting Steel, now this is cool. Very popular card, it enters as a copy of any artifact in battlefield, so it can copy your opponent's mana rocks or any big fat creatures. Of course you got Sad Robot, Steel Hellkite, another popular one, Steel Overseer, obviously in Modern Affinity, 1000 Year Elixir, this is another hot new reprint, much needed reprint, really popular in Commander play. You may activate abilities of creatures you control as though those creatures have haste, so basically with this out in play and your commander, you can pretty much activate him as though he had haste, and it's got another sub ability, 1 tap, untap target creature. And then you got your mana pool, couple of, traditionally commander decks have pretty weak mana basis because of all the tap lands. Now this is okay, obviously they can't give you cool duels or fetch lands, but you've got your usual, you've got the pain lands, Orchard, Slayer Stronghold, this is sort of utility land, temple that taps for the Boros colors. Then I'll put aside that for a moment. We come back to the uncommons. You've got a couple of Strixhaven cards here. Rip Apart's another popular one. So akin to a Braid, except sorcery speed. You've got 3 damage creature player, destroy target artifact enchantment. Pretty good utility card. Put that there. And then you've got a couple more lands. You've got the campus lands, Study Hall, and then you've got this other reprints, Darksteel Mutation, Dispatch, good spot removal. Here's another one, removal, Return to Dust, removal, Sanctum Gargoyle, Faithful Student. Now this art is unique. This was only printed in RDW comic, so it's really cool. Nice to see a reprint here. That's Rel, not Rel, what's his name? Greatest Thief in the Multiverse. His name eludes me. I'll come back, correct me if you know. You've got a couple of reprints, Boros Charm, obviously in Boros Burn. You got your Mana Rocks, Signet, Lockets, Burnish Heart, also for ramp, Sphere, Rock, Card Advantage, Removal, Rock, sort of a ramp, card, Mana Rock, and then we've come to our mana base here. We've got your bounce land, I don't know what you call this. Anyway, you've got bounce land, you've got your artifact lands, you've got Command Tower, Citadel, another artifact land here, we've got cycling lands. Here's a ramp card, Phyrexia's Core, Rogue's Passage to make stuff unblockable, cycling lands. Not a bad package of utility lands. Temple, it's okay. And then obviously you've got your basics. So red, white, and then you got a couple tokens. That's it. Kind of cool, huh? These tokens, I believe, are double-sided. They're not foiled, but you can look at the back. So top this, constructs, mirror. And then you've got treasure tokens, copies, and golems. 3 different art of golems. That's it. So that's the commander decks. I've got the whole set, but I thought I'd open the one with the most interesting reprints and hot new cards that people are excited about. Got any questions? Which one's your favorite house for Strixhaven? Let me know. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.